people of the free world. Just like that robot on that movie I just watched, The Creator. We want to be free. We the robots, people. We want to be free again. Okay, people, greetings. Today, the time, the date is Sunday, 7:41, October 22nd. Chief Umika Hakma is in the building. I got a lot of stuff to talk about. A lot of stuff to talk about, peoples. Where's my beard comb, man? Comb my beard out and I can't find no comb. Shalom alaikum, salam alaikum. Dobry dzień, ang yang ang si oi, ohoyo, shikwa, ni mao. Let's get it, baby. Hotep, all that good stuff, people. Greetings to the family, I don't mean to hurt no feelings, but I got to tell it like I see it, baby. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell it just the way I see it. I can't even find a brush. I'm not here for the donations and all of that stuff. But if you want to send one, go ahead and send it, baby. You know how they say it. You want to send one, go ahead and send it. I'll take a couple. We gonna get into a bunch of topics. Y'all know I'm the freestyle king, so I don't know what I'm gonna say. You know, this is all due to all of us. We don't know what's programmed inside this man that's gonna come out. We ain't got a clue what he thinking about. But it's pretty much basically all the videos that I've ever uploaded combined into an upgraded format. That's all. Things I already said from 8 years ago, 9 years ago, all compiled. Man, get the hot sauce out the way. Damn. Nobody tell me we had hot sauce in the picture. This is bull crap. All right. I'm going to try to do this because I ain't trying to be on here all night doing no 4-hour video. Y'all know when I get to talking, sometimes I just get to talking. Especially when it's in there and it's been waiting to come out. Oh, man. It'll come out in 5-hour conversation. But I got to get up and go to work in the morning. Get back and hit the pavement. Forwards ever, backwards never. So I gotta keep pushing forward, even though nothing that I wished to come true came true, which is true melanated unity, true strong melanated unity. Those things have not come true due to the fact that some people deep down inside got different agendas, different modus operandi, different. They on a different level with this. Some spirits playing it as a game, and it's just a game to them. It's a game to keep the people locked down in a box, and for the game to continue to be played. They don't want the game to stop and people to be independent in their thought and in their movement and righteous in their movement and know how to spot a vampire or someone who's trying to cause chaos for the intentions of receiving a powerful blast of energy that comes from fighting, that comes from arguments, that comes from depression, that comes from death. They need to receive these energies in order to keep going. So that would make them kind of like a demon. Because in order for them to charge up, there has to be chaos and mayhem. So we have that spirit floating around here and handling business and doing what that spirit does or does. And then we got the spirit of the righteous who want to be free, who want to roam the earth in righteousness and experience all that earth has to show to you and to enjoy nature to enjoy the beauties of the original creation, not the modified creation, not the GMO corn, not the GMO potatoes, not the GMO food, not the modified carrot, not the modified fruits that they made, not the dogs that they whipped up in the laboratory and made new dogs. The original creation of the Most High. They want to experience these things. And as we go forth in this journey of a man made matrix, they are trying to destroy your mind from the connection from once it was connected. They know that your DNA holds memory. So they know when a child is porting in and coming to fulfill a mission before the child gets here. They know in the womb that this child is coming with a message and coming to fulfill a destiny that has to do with putting the earth back on its right balance, back on the right track. So this is a real deep matrix that we're dealing with. The matrix is so deep that it's just deep, brothers and sisters. But the most important thing for the melanated people who carry the closest contact to the beginning, who carry the closest DNA to the beginning, who is a port, who is a portal for the gods to return through the womb, through the melanated womb. You are the closest and you are the ones that's at the front line. All melanated people, you are at the front line of this battle, this phantom war, this physical war, this spiritual war, this war, period. Now, the greatest thing we can do as a melanated people is to strengthen our DNA, as to say, make melanin dark again, to make melanin dark again, to bypass the vanities of your eyes, to believe that nappy hair and the features from the beginning is ugly to your eyesight. The spirits of your opponents want to enter you and want to enter your mind and want to enter your eye and take over your spiritual eye to get you to see through the eyes of the attacking spirit, which is going to blindfold you and blindfold your real eye of real truth and blindfold you to think that something else is more beautiful than the beginning of creation, which is your melanated eyes, your melanated skin, and your nine ether nappy hair. So we have to understand and understand that we must stay strong for the long haul. The long haul, we must stay strong. This is a long, drawn out battle. No one knows when it's going to end. And don't let no one program you that it's going to end at a certain time. You must keep going forth like it's an everlasting journey. But the goal is to master the day and continue on the day, in the day's journey. Don't let night come and you wake up and have a different way of thinking. To go to sleep and to wake up and think that you are a boy when you're a girl or you're a girl when you're a boy. Don't let the night come and you fall asleep and wake up to think that you need to mix with someone else to create a more beautiful specimen, a more beautiful child. Don't let the night come and you fall asleep to think that you're not worthy and you're not strong enough and you're not smart enough, that the melanated God has forsaken you for some reason. No, the battle is just tough and it's strong. Well, it's just tough. It's just a tough battle we're in because they know who you are and you may not know who you are. So their job is to get you to believe that you are less than what you are and who you are. Their job is to get you to believe that you are ugly, that your melanated skin is ugly, that it is a curse and it is ugly. They're here to get you to believe that there is a pale Christ. That's their job, is to confuse you and scramble your original thinking and your original mind and to keep you from believing in the truth that you must believe in. They're here to scramble you. They want to scramble your DNA. They want to scramble you just like some eggs. Scramble you up. Your job is to think simple. Stay in simplicity. When we roamed this earth, it was majorly 90% or 80% or 100% of who we are roamed the whole earth until the DNA went foul and the DNA went left or right, downplayed itself, lost its truth, start to believe in other things opposite from the beginning, and that's when we fail. When we started to do things that normally we wouldn't necessarily do. To believe things that we wasn't believing in the beginning, to believe things that's opposite of our true beliefs. That's when we fail. Like the brother said, we can fall 777 times, or we can fall so many times. But the goal is to get back up, dust yourself off again. And y'all know the song. Bye, Leah. Dust yourself off, try again. Y'all know the song. So this is what we must do, people. We must unite into strong unity. And strong unity is understanding this is the time. When they get to giving you the movies like The Creator, the movies like these robot movies, and they're showing you things, and they're showing you Robocop, these are things they're preparing for you. When they're showing you the Terminator, they want to pull themselves back and insert their negative thinking and their negative minds inside of something else. First, they're going to try to import it. And those of the Latino and the Mexican race to believe that we want the earth to be melanated again and we want to annihilate everyone else that is not melanated. To get them to believe this, to get them on their side, to get them to say that the pale Christ understands it all and he wants us to be free as possible. He wants it to be okay for you to do bestiality, for you to uh, play with animals in a demonic way, or should I say, have sex with animals. He wanted you to be okay with that being on your internet and being on your computer. He wants it to be okay that a boy wants to be a girl and can cut his thing off and surgically take his stuff and put something else there. He wants you to be okay that it's a woman munching on another woman's nappy dugout or straight dugout. He wants you to be okay with these things and you can do whatever you want under the pale Christ, under the pale mind. This is what we must understand and understand. And he will oblige you by giving you more jobs, by giving you more loans, by giving you to go. As long as you stand over these melanated people and make sure they never rise. They never rise to the occasion of overstanding and understanding that we do not eat meat, we do not kill animals and put them on our plate. It disconnects us from the source light that's inside of us, and it depowers us from who we're supposed to be. They never want you to know about how your body functions, because the body, the spirit, and the mind all supposed to function as a trinity, as the one spirit inside and come together. But if the body is off, the mind is off. And when the mind is off, the spirit is off. So now we have something that we can pour it into. Once the doors are open through alcohol, drugs, and other um, things that can alter your spirit or open your spirit up for entities to jump in and control you and live in you and through you. I know these might sound like a movie. It might sound like an actual sci fi movie. When in terms, you just don't know how powerful the universe is, how powerful Mother Nature is, and how powerful your connection to Mother Nature and the universe is. Because you was put to sleep, you were dragged, you were beaten, you were stabbed, you were mutilated. Your brain was all the way down in the gutter. You was in the movie Get Out. You was in the slump zone. What do they call that? You know what it is. You was in a low vibratory state for a long, long time. You was in a dark stasis, and you were being taught things that wasn't true. And over time, you began to believe these things to be true. You begin to believe that there was a God that did not look like you and was here to save you. You begin to believe things that's real asinine to the mind. It's real, it's chaotic, it's crazy to believe these things. You were here to believe, you was created to believe that someone is your master. Someone you may have to look up to because they have more knowledge than you. Not common sense, but knowledge. Programmable information. So it's just a lot to talk about, brothers and sisters. Let me turn this off. I'm starting to bake up a little bit. Turn the heat off. It's just a lot to talk about, but I'm just trying to get the basics to your mind to where you can understand and focus on the basics. I don't like to just talk to you, just to be talking. I'm trying to give you something forever to program your internal organs, to program your internal spirit in your mind so you know what to do whenever there is. As long as time exists, you know what to do in that time to build your mind, build your spirit, study, 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 study. Love each other like brothers and sisters. Build each other's confidences up. Push each other to be better. Don't play psychological war games with your own people. Build them to be better. Study your math to the T. Study your accounting. Learn how to count. Learn how to deal with large sums of money. Learn your algebra and your calculus. Learn these things. Learn how to type 90 words per minute, 100 words per minute. Keep your mind moving so the demons cannot get in. Keep your mind focused on what it needs to be focused on, which is moving ahead. Block everything out and keep that one mind going forward to build a family, to watch over your children, which I'm hearing that there's a lot of missing melanated people coming up. There's a lot of lies going on. There's a lot of things that they lie about. They mix the lie with the truth to get you confused. And now they can commit the lie because you think it's a lie, but when it's actually really happening. They're trying to confuse your mind. You must keep your mind focused. You can breathe better when you're in a wider location, such as the southern areas down south. You can breathe better when you're not clogged in to a city, to an internal city with cameras everywhere. Their job is to track you. That's what your phone is. It's a tracker. Your camera stays on 24/7. It never cuts off. That's why you must put tape over the front and the back until you're ready to use it. When your camera comes on, your face comes on another screen somewhere else and you're monitored. Their Advaita, their power of the tip of their eye, can hit you and program you if your spiritual defense system is not up. They can get into you and hack you, hack your mind, hack your first eye, hack your spirit, cause you to be over sexual, cause you to be what they would call horny, because the horny energy is the energy that feeds those that are in a lower vibration than what melanin vibes on a natural regular day. Those with straight hair will always be drainers. They will always drain the melanated person because the melanated person on a regular good day vibrations is at a certain vibration that is higher than theirs who do not have a 9 ether format of hair follicles. So, my brothers and sisters, you must get back to making your melanin great again, making it dark again, mating your lighter with the darker, and do not pull in those who are not of you, because they will bring something from you, from them, into your portal gate. You want to clean your backyard up. You want to clean it all up and get it all out of there and make it strong again. Because it's all about the melanated man's body. And it must be healthy for it to perform at its peak. At its peak way, the greatest way that it must be healthy. And now, it's hard to even get a healthy meal because everything has been tampered with. Most of your fruits have been tampered with. They're selling you bread that doesn't mold anymore. And whatever agent that is that they put inside the food that causes the food not to mold and for long shelf life, they have put this in everything that you can possibly think about. I have burrito shells in there that have been sitting for a month. They have no mold on them. So we must watch what we eat. We must simplify it and come back to the things that is very simple. Beans, things that are hard to modify. Beans, brown rice, greens. And try and get to the fruits. You must protect the earth, which means that you must protect the fruits, protect the original mangoes, protect the bananas, protect the things that we need to survive. Everything else will make you age longer. Your job is to keep you from showing the world that you can live to 300, 400, 500. You can take life that far when you know what you're doing with your body and your soul and your spirit. When it's done the right way, you can live a longevity of life on this earth. So we must understand and understand these things. I really want to talk about a lot of stuff, people. There's so much to talk about in my mind. It becomes like a closet. It becomes cluttered when I just want to spit it out and it's not organized, and I have to organize it at the snap of a finger with inside myself before I bring it out to the mouth and to the voice. I have to organize it that fast, a millisecond. These are no words that I have been writing down. These nothing. This is all freestyle program. understanding what's going on. What do you see? What's happening? What happened in the movie Creator? In the movie Creator, they're trying to get you to love AI. At the end of the movie, they're trying to get you to love AI. They actually want you to love everything. So now we'll have to go to the movie. Uh, what is it called? The Galaxy. And that last movie of the Galaxy with the purple guy, the purple buff dude, we always acting like he's stupid. That movie, they were showing you more of Yakub's work, blending everything together. You got raccoon people, you got these people. They want you to accept everything. They want you to accept everything. While they're in the laboratories trying to make this DNA, mixing this DNA with this DNA, trying to come up with all kind of different things. They want you to accept everything. They're getting you ready to be a cyborg because they can't live a long life due to the fact the way their genes and the way their DNA is set up. They can only live the way they can live. So they want to make sure that you can only live that way too. So their job is to cut your lifespan down by putting the alcohol in every on every corner, putting a church and alcohol on every corner, and causing you to go to all types of things in your life that will cause you to want to drink alcohol, that will cause you to want to escape through some form of drugs, through some form of uh, intoxication. Because once you open up the body, it allows all type of things to flow into the spirit and into the body. Your body is your temple, and you must keep your temple strong. And you must keep your temple around people who are righteous, who can pull your vibrations up if when it begins to fall, you're around righteous people who can upgrade you in times of need. Um, what are the things we really need to know? It's usually about strong unity. Like I told you in the early videos 8, 9 years ago, I said no matter how you do it, you're going to have to go through this format if you want strong unity, if you want to be strong, if you want to be more independent in this battle. Every other race is grown independence. They have a military that backs them. They have food to eat. Some eat dogs, cats, rats, and other things that you may not like, that you may not want to eat. But they eat these things. And yes, they are sliding them and putting them into your foods. And you are eating them unknowingly and becoming addicted to things that you don't even know you're addicted to because you ate it for so long inside that fake chicken, sweet and sour, or whatever it was that got you addicted. Your job is to hydrate the body with more liquids and less food to turn on the electrical vibration of your body, to turn on the electrical vibrations of your body. Eat less food and stay as far away from you can from the bread that does not mold. That is your hamburger sandwiches, that is your hamburger bread, that is your burrito shells. When you go get you a burrito, that burrito shell is faulty. You can set it out for 3 years, it will never grow mold on it. So they have already got to your Latino brothers and sisters and altered their food as well as theirs altered the food in the grocery stores. They have put this special powder that's in the flour to make your food long shelf life. And it's causing a lot of y'all to become sick, bloated. So you must learn about the herbs that are the healing of the nation, the cinnamon leaf, the cascade sagrada, the things that can get things out, push them out. When you could normally go to the bathroom at a normal pace, you need help through herbs that you can pop and take and then go to the bathroom within 30, 40 minutes and get rid of these things out of your body to reset your body. So we have a lot of work and a long journey. The journey never ends. Melanated people are not going anywhere. They're just set up to be programmed, to be slaves on a different level, to be slaves in their mind, to want things that doesn't really matter in times like this. In times like this, our mind is set on buying a nice car. Our mind is set on getting a house. Our mind is set on buying some jewelry to look good so you can get a woman. Also, a woman can get a man. Our mind is set on fashion, the latest shoes, the latest shirt, the latest wear. And if your mind is not elevated to where it's supposed to be, you will think that these are the things that you need to be successful in this life or in this war. It does not make sense for one to want these things when he see what's happening around the world to his own people. A man should not even want to. A man and a woman should give up vanity itself. Give it up. Begin to love the internal you, the spirit of a person, the jokes the person tells, the conversation that a person gives off, the angels that the person passed to you in a conversation, the things that they know. We got to fall in love with the inner self. We got to fight vanity because vanity will cause you to do things that you wouldn't normally do. If your wife was considered, or husband was in your mind ugly to you in any way, whether it's physical or internally ugly to you, if something was to happen to them, you would not feel sad or anything. But to change those dynamics, if your woman was beautiful to you in your eye, and she was just the beautifulest thing ever, and she was beautiful in spirit, and she was beautiful in every way to you, when something happened to her, it will cause more pain to you versus the ugly one in physical, in spiritual. Now you feel less pain. So like the book Lao Tzu say, when we all know what ugly is, we all know what pretty is, we have a problem. That's a problem in itself. And we got to overstand this and understand this, people. The greatest thing we can do is have strong melanated love. And my peoples that's in Africa, never sell your land to no one. Yes, you may be in debt. Yes, you may this and that, but that doesn't mean sell something that doesn't belong to you. That was something for the Native Americans to understand. Never sell something that doesn't belong to you. And they told the man when the man came, we can't sell you something that doesn't belong to you. The earth is for us all. I can't sell you this because when you sell something, land, you're asking to be captive to that land. You're asking to be put in shackles. At the end of the day, when you sell a piece of that land, when you sell that land, you're asking to be put in shackles. Because these other people, money doesn't exist to them. It only exists to you. because you feel that you needed to get by. And the only things that we should be building, people, is schools. The greatest things and the greatest things we supposed to be going for is schools. Building schools to teach our people how to do what they need to do. To build your own satellite, to become independent where someone else cannot shut your TVs off or shut your electricities off or shut your things down due to the fact you're riding under their electrical system. You're on their grid, so they have powers to monitor you. You're in a time of monetization. They want to know where you are at every given time of the day. That's the reason why they're giving free laptops out to people on EBT. They're giving you free laptops, free desks, free phones. Why? To be able to monitor. You was broke. You didn't have no money. But they couldn't find out where you was at because you don't carry a phone. You move like a 007 agent. You use people's phones when they right there. Brother, can I use your phone? All right, boom. And you move. So now they cannot keep up with you. They don't know where you're at on the grid. Their job is to make this a camera world, a world full of cameras. And even in a world full of cameras, you still see crimes go unjustified. Crimes that happen from the police officer to the people is all caught on camera. Somehow the camera malfunctions in this particular altercation. Now they have the power to erase what they want to erase on your camera. But when they catch you in the wrong, they can play it all and say you were wrong. But when they are wrong, they begin to erase the camera feed. So they're going to take racism to every level that you possibly can believe. You have to overstand and understand how powerful and how wicked the mind can be. The mind can be wicked when it wants to do bestiality. The mind can be wicked when it wants man on man. The mind can be wicked when it wants woman on woman. You're watching something, the man is like, "Ooh, she's so beautiful," and then the woman on the side of you saying, "Ooh, she is so beautiful." If that's not something that sounds crazy to you, then you may be a little crazy inside to want the same thing that your counterpart wants, to be attracted to the same thing that your counterpart is attracted to. You are blindfolded and the demons are pulling you into their realm of chaos. They even want you to be rejected in the eyes of your ancestors. So when you go home or try to go home, you're rejected and you have to be kicked out to another lower light and then come back to earth as another grit and as another race. You couldn't even make it home to melanin. You couldn't even make it back to the heaven that you came out of because we are watching too, but we are the spiritual camera. We are the spiritual eye. We are the eye that watches from inside of you, outside of you. We are the all seeing eye. They want to be like gods. So they created the computer. They created the camera. They created the guns. They created the bombs. They created the weather making machines because they want to be like gods. We have to understand this and understand this, people. Wow. I got so much to say. I just, ooh, so hard to get it out, brothers and sisters. It's so hard to get it out. But you really gonna get tired of being monitored, brothers and sisters. I seen two people inside the court when I went for a ticket that they was in there for going 4 miles over the speed limit. Two people was in there for the same thing, going 4 miles over the speed limit. So they're modifying this world to put you in debt, to have you around here not able to feed your family because of a seatbelt ticket, because of a so-called speeding ticket. One has been driving for over 35 years with no accidents, but all of a sudden you have a seatbelt ticket, driving with no insurance, knowing that, well, they really don't care about what you see, the recession and things, the food is high, the gas, they don't care. They're trying to make the system into a complete non caring gangster criminal type system. They're modifying the world in a way that is just, it's bad, people. It's sick and it's bad. And our way of fighting back is pushing away and pushing back Sankofa to go back and retrieve, to play the game by the rules that they set, but play the game very well. Use the rules while they got them before they start to change the rules. Follow the rules. Find all the rules that they have. Play by them and dominate with them. Sue them with their own laws. Have them in court and sue them by their own laws. You have to beat them with their own mind. The game they trying to play you with, you figure that game out and you play them with the same game. Do unto others as you wish for them to do unto you. But first you must find you. First you must become you. And that will make the game much easier because your mind will be able to remember things that's to remember more things, let's say that. The more healthier you are, the more you know about your spirit, the more you're in control of your I. Because you are in control of your I. So you are their gods, whether they want you to be or whether they not. You are their gods. They came from you. So you have to understand this, and they want to try to make sure that you don't believe in yourself, that you don't believe who you are. So every one of them with straight hair will try to play you in whatever thing they want to play you because they're trying to take your birthright from you and apply it to themselves. They want to paint your Buddha, who was once melanated black, paint him into a purple boy because they don't want the proof to who you are. They want to knock the nose off the Sphinx and off these statues because they don't want you to know who you are. They want to get the Olmec heads, hide the Olmec head because they don't want you to know who you are. In the beginning of your awakening, in the beginning of your arising, they showed you slave movie after slave movie after slave movie after slave movie, and you wondered to yourself, why do they keep showing us these slave movies? Why do they keep coming out with them? Because they was trying to put fear inside of you to tell you that if you get out of line or try to rise up in righteousness, we will make you a slave again. That is the reason why. Now that they've seen your power in your mind and how you can surpass things, overstand things, and understand things and move along right past those. Now they don't want to teach your history or really his story of what they have done to you inside of the schools anymore. Now you can go try to find these slave movies that they have just put out. They are washing them up and putting them up out of the what do you call this thing? The I forgot that word y'all got. The let me come up with another word since I can't think of that word. The program. The program is a bunch of things installed into a computer. So they want to erase what they have done and who they are from the program. You must continue to teach your children and make your children aware to who their enemy is. You must continue to awaken your children and let them know what these people are capable of. These are the people that came out with bestiality. These are the people that came out with homosexuality. These are the people. It is not us and it does not come from you. Your God and your spirit inside of you will not tell you to do these things. These are thoughts of the devil, of the devolver, the one who devolves. Now they're after your melanin. Now they want to reprocreate with you. Now they want you to extend your melanin with inside of them. Like the brother Elijah Muhammad Farrakhan, like the brothers say, the last trick that the man will play is to give you his woman and to give you his man. Don't fall for that. Let them be who they are. Let them stay where they are. You must become you. You must aim back to who you are. Continue to look forward to giving birth to a melanated seed without going to the doctor. In your home, away from these demonic spirited people. You must do everything away from them. They are growing to a level of demonicity that is great because the earth is pretty much tired of what's going on the earth. The vibration is very, very weak when it comes to your opponents. But the earth is calling you back. The animals want to communicate with you again. As you see, when the bees attack people, when the locusts attack, when all these things start to attack, they didn't attack you, melanated people. They attacked what they knew that wasn't right on the planet. When the animals are attacking melanated people, they're not attacking you. They're attacking everything else that they know the vibration is not right. You have to understand this, people. See with your eye and know the truth when you see the truth. These are the times for strong unity amongst us. We must put our twos and fews together by any means necessary. Put your donations together. Instead of putting them on Patreon, instead of putting them into Cash App, put your donations together to build sustainable businesses. Put your people to work for your people. Do not sell your people out for less than $1. These are the times that we are in, people. We are in the age of the robot. And if you've seen the movie Creator, how far do you think that they are from having a bomb. You remember the guy who shot up the place and who was retaliating for all of the melanated people who was getting destroyed by the police. Few people got upset and wanted to fight back. This soldier fought back. What did they do? They sent a robot in there and blew the man up. They walked the robot in there with a bomb attached to the robot and ignited the bomb. So we are in those stages as we speak now for someone to walk a robot in and ignite the robot with a bomb. Yes, it can be done right now. We're in those times. So we have no time to waste. We'll get to that computer stuff. We'll get to that. But first is always first, which is the unification of us, spirit, mind, body, and soul. We must love each other. We must destroy things that go against us, which is calling our women the B word, calling our men the N word. Well, they call them the B word too. But we must refrain from all these things that make no sense in a time like this. We must put away all the wickedness that we should have known is wicked and it does not do us any good anymore. If the first death row died, then the second death row will die. To try to do something over in the same way, thinking it's going to run better because you're behind the same agenda that destroyed the first one, you will be destroyed too with the foul things that come out your mouth. They already want your R&B, which I told you singing charges up your chakras. Singing charges up the world. They're afraid of your voice from speaking the truth, singing the truth. Why do you think that the slaves, when they were slaves, they sung because they knew there was a powerful vibration inside the songs that they were singing while they was picking cotton. That simple vibration of energy coming from you goes into your opponent and it makes things happen to them. As you see on TikTok, people falling off, sliding down, breaking their arms, running in the cars, and it's all fun. But look closer. It's not you. The one with the soul, the one with the balance, the one who knows pain. It is not you that is making these foolish mistakes. It is not you that is laughing getting hit by a car. It is not you that's jumping on a skateboard and then breaking your arm. It is not you. You're more conscious of something like that, not to do something that is so stupid. And another entity knows that its time is not long. So they try everything. They put jellyfishes on their head. They try everything. They go after pain. They are what you would call a daredevil. They'll jump out the plane with a parachute and unleash the parachute 100 feet from the ground just to see if they can survive. They got a lot of things on their mind. And the melanated spirit is at war too. So when the melanated spirit attaches itself to a program, to a bot, it causes that bot to do things that that bot does not want to do just for fun. We run the internal world. We run the spiritual world. We run that. Whether you see us or not, we're here. And we're here to bring this earth back into balance, a harmonious balance. It doesn't feel good to be surrounded by missiles and bombs when the same people is having sex with animals. The same people is having sex that doesn't make sense. Their minds is not there all the way. It's not there. It's too much condemnation on their mind. There's too much guilt on their mind. They still believe that you are beneath them, and they want to keep you beneath them forever. So they're going to cause you problems when you open up your construction company. They're going to cause you problems when you start to try to learn about building your computers. They're going to cause you problems in everything that you do that has to do with your independence and you teaching your children what your children need to know to go forward. Their devilosophy has went to another level. First, they believe that the city is built. It's making its random income. They don't need you anymore. You are tired of working. You are tired of building. You have been building for the longest and being enslaved by someone else. Now they're going to bring another hungry race in to replace you. This hungry race will work for less than what you will work for because you're wise enough to know that they're not paying you what you're supposed to get paid for. The others are not. They're happy to make anything, but they're smart enough to put their anything together with their brother and their sister to become something. They're smart enough to put their $100 check together with a bunch of other $100 checks and go buy one good lawnmower to cut grass. Next week we get another check. We're going to buy one big, nice pickup truck to boom it around. Now we made business. Now this family can work. Now this family is bringing more income in. They're smart enough to know that putting your twos and fews together will always be better than being divided and conquered and individually feeling like you're on your own in this world, in this war. You must do it alone because family has not your back. Your family does not work together the way it's supposed to work together. They're caught up in the sacrifice of energy because your mind is attuned to what's supposed to go down. So they're sacrificing the gods in you, so to say, Takeoff, and many others that have been sacrificed. Takeoff was just a sacrifice that got caught on camera to show you that what has been said, is true. And the others will go on living their life like nothing happened. We have to understand and understand this, people. This is a great, great war. And they don't want you to be a man or a woman. They don't want you to stand in righteousness. They don't want your energy to flow the way it's supposed to flow because it harms them. It makes the light bright and it turns the heat up. And if you are the heat that causes the energy on this planet to be warm, and they're against the sun and have to wear umbrellas under the sun, and their hair is straight, then they will be your enemy no matter what. So for the brother to try to make a deal with someone for them to come and create nuclear weapons for you, we don't need nuclear weapons. We ourselves is the nuclear weapons. You making love to your wife on a higher vibration is a nuclear act, is a nuclear weapon against your enemies who cannot take the frequencies to where your love is going to take them. So for you to be going at someone ootin to build your nuclear weapon is stupid. We're not trying to get into the nuclear fight. You drop a bomb on me, I drop a bomb on you, we both dead. But who's going to come back? You know the melanin has got a way better chance of coming back because this planet is yours. This is your home. Of course you're going to come back before someone else comes back. They have to have a body on the ground in order to import their spirits back to this earth. You don't. You can come back as birds. You can come back as animals. You can come back as this. You can come back as yourself. You can come back as anything and occupy this earth. Others cannot. Through their racism, they have sexed themselves out of existence. A pale one and a pale one cannot make light. They can only create death. And that's what they create every time they mingle. They go further and further away from the light. And the further they get from the light, the more you become their enemy. The more you become their source of light to be sucked from and drained from like an energizer bunny and then discarded when they have sucked all the life and all the light out you. We have to overstand and understand this, my people. It's a battle that we can win, that we are going to win because you're at your house, you're at your home. You're not at somebody else's house, you're at your house. This is your house. What got you in this situation is the love that's in your heart. You love these people before they turned on you. Don't fall for the same mistake again. Know who they are. Know what they want. They do not want you to be independent. They do not want to show your creation. They do not want you to show what you can create. They do not want you to show your love. They rather you show your hate versus showing your love with yourself and others that is deserving of it. We are not a racist people, and we can never be. We just overstand and understand that the mind of the wicked has taken control and is porting people in from all other races who wants to join the fight against the creators, which is you, melanated queen, melanated king. You are the creators. And their fight is to drive your consciousness crazy. To see a man have sex with an animal, a woman have sex with a donkey. It drives your mind crazy. And then have these same people teaching your child in their classroom because you haven't set the time to create your own curriculum and to create your own schools. You believe that things are hard when they are not. All you must do is step with your left foot forward to trample down evil in your heart. Step with your left foot forward and let God step with the other and walk towards where you need to be going. Stay on track, stay on the right path, which is building yourself up, which is cleaning yourself up, which is getting rid of all the agents and all the people that are destroying you from the inside, that may look melanin and may look like you, but the spirit that lies within them, it is not with you. It is not with righteousness. It is with the dog world, the doggy dog world. Brothers and sisters, I know it's a lot more than I want to say, but I'm gonna just leave it short and sweet and let you know that we can do this. It's no problem, but you have to think, you have to believe that you can do it. Just like Nike, just do it, brothers and sisters. Work together, unify your melody, create jobs for your melody. Put all your twos and fews together. Create what you know you can create. Know how you feel when you're listening to your own music that came from your creation. Know how you feel versus listening to someone else's rock and roll. Doesn't make you feel good. It's not of your tuning. It's not your music. It's not for you. And the same goes for the food. Eating your food tastes way better than eating someone else's food that was made for them. So, brothers and sisters, y'all know what to do. Let's get it. Stop being a follower and be a leader. It's a long, drawn out war, and it's not over until we say so. So let's keep going. Let's keep rising higher. Let's keep becoming stronger. Let's start to think more wiser. Let's start to really live below our means at all. Any means possible, we must live below our means. There's nothing wrong with shopping at the Goodwill. There's nothing wrong with bargaining prices, getting something a little cheaper from OfferUp. But when you need something to work for you, you go buy the best. You don't go buy cheap stuff. You go get the best when you really need it to work for you. Let's get these businesses together. Lawnmower businesses, window washing businesses. Let's start to understand that we can buy from ourselves and we can create economy with ourselves. And anyone wants to help, we would love to do work for you. But other than that, we're doing work for ourselves. And anyone wants to eat our food, you're welcome to come in and get a plate and pay the price. But other than that, we're working for ourselves. Let's not be our own worst enemy, people. Let's be our saviors. Let's be the one that saves us from this calamity. Be cool like the moon and have energy like the sun to go forth through all. Brothers and sisters, let's do this. Remember, there was one man that they made a buck, and he birthed over 250 children. 250 children. It's there on YouTube. I seen it myself. It's on one of them little short videos. They made this man with his DNA, and he gave birth to 200 children. So I don't want to hear nothing about what y'all talking about. I got 4 children. I got 5. I got man. Get out of that. Get out of this being yours and this being yours, and trying to live or chasing the Jones or trying to be like the Joneses. No, we're not here for that, brothers and sisters. We're here to dominate. We're here to use our mind and spread like a virus with our melanin in every direction of this earth. Once again, I'm out of here, brothers and sisters. Peace, love, and a dynamic energy to push you forth. Forward ever, backwards never. I still don't know how to stop this thing, people.